Ukraine's counteroffensive plans postponed to 2025, U.S. National Security Advisor reveals. At the recent Financial Times Weekend Festival in Washington, Jake Sullivan, the U.S. National Security Advisor, provided an update on the situation in Ukraine. He confirmed that Ukraine received the much-anticipated aid from the U.S. last month. However, he tempered expectations regarding an immediate counteroffensive against Russia. According to Sullivan, such a move is unlikely to occur before 2025. Sullivan explained that while the aid will significantly bolster Ukraine's defense capabilities, it will not be sufficient for an immediate large-scale counteroffensive. For the remainder of 2024, Ukraine is expected to focus on maintaining its current positions and repelling Russian advances. Sullivan highlighted that despite the assistance, the U.S. anticipates further Russian military activities as the aid's full impact will need more time to materialize on the ground. This strategic forecast sets the tone for the ongoing support and expectations from the international community regarding the conflict in Ukraine. During his address at the Financial Times Weekend Festival, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan conveyed a cautious yet realistic timeline for Ukraine's military strategy against Russia. "You can't instantly flip the switch," Sullivan remarked, setting expectations for a Ukrainian counteroffensive to reclaim territories occupied by Russia. He predicted that such a strategic move would likely occur in 2025, emphasizing the complexity and preparation required for such operations. This statement comes at a critical juncture for Ukraine, which is not only grappling with the military might of a bolstered Russian army but also with political pressures from abroad. Gen. Christopher Cavalli, U.S. Army, recently noted in a hearing with the House Armed Services Committee that the Russian military has increased in size by 15% since the onset of the conflict. This growth presents a formidable challenge for Ukrainian forces. Meanwhile, Ukraine's defense ministry has yet to issue a response to these remarks, as requests for comments were made outside of standard office hours. The situation underscores the ongoing and intense nature of the conflict, complicated further by political debates in the U.S. about continuing aid to Ukraine amid an aggressive Russian stance. In a compelling statement, NATO's Supreme Allied Commander in Europe, General Christopher Cavalli, emphasized the critical situation facing Ukraine in its conflict with Russia. "The severity of this moment cannot be overstated. If we do not continue to support Ukraine, Ukraine could lose," Cavalli warned, underlining the stakes of the geopolitical crisis. Amidst this backdrop, the U.S. House of Representatives took a significant step by approving over $60 billion in aid to Ukraine last month, despite considerable delays and opposition. The legislative process saw a stark division, with 112 Republicans voting against the aid package on April 20th, reflecting a contentious debate within U.S. politics. However, the Institute for the Study of War has expressed concerns about the timing and impact of this aid. According to the ISW, the assistance might not provide immediate relief, as Russian forces continue to capitalize on the delay in aid delivery to intensify their military operations. This assessment highlights the ongoing challenges and the urgent need for strategic and timely support to Ukraine in the face of escalating hostilities.